All right, we're getting started here really quick. Make sure I've got all the notes. How you doing, Susan?
I'm doing awesome. All right, we are live
Awesome.
on Facebook now.
We're live on Facebook. Hey there, everybody. Welcome to FunnelHacker TV. We're so excited to have you guys. It is Tuesday before Christmas. Santa Claus is getting ready. We got some stuff that we're going to give out to you. Number one, we have some swag to give out. We're going to give you 2 different ways you guys can get another t-shirt. And we've got ways to be able to, we're going to be highlighting you guys who are funnel hackers that are doing some stuff, some crazy 2.0 updates, and some that are lost in the weeds that you don't want to miss. Let's get to everything and roll the intro.
We are part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We are Funnel Hackers, and these are our stories.
Hey everybody, welcome to Funnel Hacker TV. My name is Susan Leonardson, and this over here is Ben Moot, and we are excited to come to you today. We have a lot going on, but also kind of we wanted to celebrate you guys. There's like well, let me just do the right now. Let's do it right now because there's like 2 things that you have the opportunity to win today. So we've got to start there. So we're going to talk about trivia and treasures. There's also something else we got to tell you about, but we're going to do water cooler. We have a couple things there. And then funnel forecast. What is coming up that you need to know about? And then we have a ton of hacker heroes that are taking action, and we want to highlight you. And then there are some 2.0 updates that just dropped this morning that you need to know about. So let's go ahead and start with the trivia and treasures. Actually, hold on. Text, you got to make sure. Yeah, go ahead, do trivia and treasures, but make sure that you guys are subscribed because you never know when we're giving stuff away. And also you never know when the company is giving stuff away, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. So Make sure you're subscribed, 208-231-3797. Make sure that you've texted FHTV to that number. And all right, let's do trivia and treasures now. Let's give away some stuff.
All right, let's give away stuff. Who here wants a ClickFunnels t-shirt? I think a t-shirt would be awesome. This is one of my favorite t-shirts. This is a white
I could use another.
Right? This one's white. It's got the big 2.0 logo on front. The question is, whoever can blank to acquire customer wins. You need to choose A, B, C, or D. You can put it in the comments on Facebook. You can put it on YouTube. Wherever you guys are watching, make sure that you answer. Is it A, create the most offers? B, build the largest email list? C, hire the right team? D, spend the most money? What is the answer? Who can blank to acquire the most customers win? Who is that? So A, B, C, D. This is tricky, but it's in .com secrets. So if you guys have read .com secrets, this is at the very beginning. This may be a quote from somebody. We'll talk about who it is later. If you guys can name the quote to extra brownie points. All right.
I was going to say it's hard to say that without saying the answer. Yeah. It's like, I want to just say the answer because we've said that so many times. Yes. Okay, awesome. All right. Well, let's go into water cooler because there is another thing that you need to know about, another opportunity to win something. Ben, why don't you go ahead and tell them about what's going on over on Instagram today?
Right now, so at this very moment, there is an Instagram post that just dropped. If you guys go and comment on this Instagram post, you guys will be able to win. So this is what you're going to do. Number one, go to Instagram, find this post, follow the Instagram channel, comment on the post, and tag a friend. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to give this trilogy secrets away that are signed by Russell himself. We're going to give it away if you're also registered to the ClickFunnels Radio podcast. So guys, make sure that you go. This is the list again. Number one, go over there, find the post, follow the Instagram account. Number 2, go ahead and make sure that you comment below and tag a friend. Then go make sure that you're subscribed to the podcast. And we're going to actually highlight the podcast today because we have a friend from the internal ClickFunnels team that actually made it on the podcast. We do not highlight ourselves all that often. We're always doing things from outside. So we're going to talk about that here in a little bit as well. But if you guys want a signed secrets trilogy by Russell Brunson, I mean, we could have signed it and it would have been cool, but this is signed by Russell. If you guys want it, you guys can get access to it. But it only goes out to one. Who's going to do it? So go check out the ClickFunnels Instagram podcast or Instagram account and go and sign up for the podcast and do all the different things. Once again, number 1, sign up for the Instagram. Number 2, make a comment, tag a friend, subscribe to the podcast. A lot of good stuff happening.
Awesome. That's exciting. Okay, speaking of podcasts though, have you guys listened to the latest Marketing Secrets podcast episodes?
This is so good.
They are so good.
Yes.
So what they actually are, and go ahead, yeah, let's share Ben's screen. Yeah, okay. So Ben and I actually got to listen to these in person because these are from the Q&A session that Russell did at the Inner Circle event. When was that? A couple months ago?
Yep. It was beginning of November. Yep.
About a month ago.
Yep.
And Russell doesn't normally do Q&A sessions to like big audiences, but he does it to his inner circle because he trusts his inner circle to ask him good questions. And so they showed up, they asked awesome questions. And so lately the questions and answers. Oh, is that another one? I didn't even see that one.
Yeah.
They've been getting posted to the podcast. So this is your chance to hear people get to ask Russell a question, and then how is Russell answering it, like on the spot, not really prepared. It's like it's his genuine answer to these questions right off the top of his head. Which is awesome.
And they were really cool questions. Like this one was like, you can sell being really salesy. I can like grow my business if I want to say, this is how much money you're going to make. He goes, I don't want to start with a business opportunity. I want to sell from the heart. That's what I love doing. How do I actually scale while doing that? That was an amazing one. How does Russell get so much done? And this is really interesting to hear how Russell like organizes his day. I like shifted how I work in order to be better aligned. It was really, really cool. How do you actually scale a webinar? If you guys are studying the linchpin at all, this was absolutely spectacular. And you should definitely check this one out. And these are really short, guys. This one's 14 minutes, 14, 10 minutes, 9 minutes. And this last one is shifting your money mindset for growth. This is Dominic Perrone. Dominic was like, look, I've made this much. I want to make this much. I want to get into the inner circle at that level. I'm having some limiting money beliefs. And this one was really cool. Like this was eye-opening in a lot of different ways. So though they're short, they are compact, they are heavy, and they're going to give you those realizations that you need. So definitely recommend tune into that. It is rare that you get to be able to hear Russell just off the top of his head talk about a specific topic that is really, really helpful to everybody. And these are ones that you want to pay attention to. So yes, those are on the podcast. Go listen.
Yeah. Awesome. They're so good. Okay. All right, let's, we know it's the holidays coming up, but there's still plenty going on. Next week is maybe a week that you might be thinking about taking a little bit of downtime and you want to check in a little bit. So let's go to Funnel Forecast because we want to talk about, well, there's something coming up this Friday. Let's start there. That you may not want to miss. So this is the ambassadors. They did this once before, but this time they're making a bit of a bigger deal about it, as they should. And they are doing like their little mini version of the funnel games that we recently had going on. They're doing a funnel race. And so the ambassadors are getting together. They're going to be streaming live on this Friday, 10 a.m. Mountain, in the official ClickFunnels Facebook group. And they have 1 hour to use the tools that are available to build a funnel, which is pretty cool. An hour. And I hear that there is some pretty cool tools that might make an appearance that are not ClickFunnels official tools, but the ambassadors have been using or building in some situations and are making a debut.
No, they've been like drumming this up for a while. Like this is something that internally, like, make sure that you hit on it. Make sure you hit on it. So guys, make sure that you get scheduled for it. Once again, this is Friday. It's going to happen at, I think it's the same time as we're going live. So it's 10 a.m. Mountain Standard. So go make sure that you're signed up. This is just in the events inside of the Facebook group. So go to the events in the Facebook group, say you're interested. So that way you get the reminder, because this is going to be a really cool one. And it's going to be really fun. It's only an hour long. It's not crazy. This is not like a multi-day funnel games thing. So this is going to be cool.
Awesome. Okay. What else is coming up though? So I was starting to hint at it. Next week is a holiday for a lot of us, and we're still going to be here on Funnel Hacker TV, but we're going to show up in a little bit of a different way. We want to highlight the gifts of the year. So Ben, do you want to tell them a little bit more about our plan for next week?
So first off, we're changing a little bit of what we're doing with Funnel Hacker TV come 2024. We're always adjusting and trying to make this a little bit different. If you have 1 to 2 Comic Club Award, you need to reach out to one of us. Or you can reach out to Steve. Steve is in charge of the inner circle. If you guys are in the inner circle, you're in the Facebook group, you know Steve. Reach out to Steve. He'll give you a form to fill out so that way you can like get on Funnel Hacker TV. We want to start highlighting those that have won a 2 Comic Club Award with how they've done it. And so that way it becomes more like, this becomes more of a almost secrets, an extension of all the secrets. So we're going to be doing that. But in preparation for that, we wanted to take a moment and look backwards and look at all of the things that Russell has given us this year and all the things that ClickFunnels 2.0 has given us this year. What are all the things that are working? A lot of times everyone's like, oh, I'm not sure if 2.0 is actually ready. Oh, it is. Oh, it is, and it's working spectacularly. And there's a really cool update that I'm holding in. I'm not allowed to talk about until we get to that section. But there's some really cool stuff with 2.0. And so we're going to highlight all the things that Russell has done in the last year to be able to show us like, this is the year in memoriam, all the stuff that has happened and all the lessons that we've learned from all the different launches Russell has done. Maybe you've forgotten some of these, but he made $1 million offer this year in front of a live audience, and he came up with it almost on the spot. Thank you, Eileen. There's some really cool stuff that's happened all the race through. We're going to recap the year, talk about everything that Russell has taught us. And then we're going to also recap the year and talk about everything that ClickFunnels has provided to us in 2.0 that has not been available in Classic. So if you're thinking about it, we'll talk about how to do a basic move over. You don't have to move everything, but how do you test the water, see if it's something that you like. So we'll show you how to do all of that. So that's going to be next week in preparation for the new year, because after that, New Year hits. January 1st is going to be a Monday. And on the 2nd, we have Funnel Hacker TV, which also happens to be our 100th episode. So we're going to have a really cool episode there for you guys. Once again, if you want a 2 Comic Club Award, let us know, reach out to us or reach out to Steve. And we'll see you guys because it's going to be really, really cool. Oh, yeah. Got some good stuff.
So exciting. Yes. Okay. Before we move into our next segment, let's pull up trivia and treasures again.
Yes.
So that those of you just joining us, make sure you put your answer into the comments. We are going to choose one of you to win this awesome ClickFunnels t-shirt before the end of the episode. And I'll keep my eye on the comments and do the little name spinner thing again. Okay. Nice. Let's go ahead and read the question, Ben.
So the question is, whoever can blank to acquire a customer wins. Is that whoever can A, create the most offers, whoever can B, build the largest email list, C, whoever can hire the right team, or D, whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins? The question is, which one of those is it? A, B, C, D? Let us know in the comments below. Tell us what your guess is. And if you guys know who the quote is from, you would add an additional brownie point. We got some answers coming in. Yes, this is great. I'm not going to post them because I want to make sure that everybody on Facebook answers their own unique questions. But let us know, and you guys have a chance to win this amazing ClickFunnels t-shirt. Not the one that I'm wearing, the one that's on the image. There we go. Cool. All right, so we are getting your guys' answers. Susan's putting them on the board. Let's go ahead and jump into the next section. Let's celebrate with you guys. Let's do a Hacker Hero moment, shall we? We are getting a lot of comments from you guys. We're getting a lot of posts in social media. We want to celebrate the people who are starting the journey right. And we're going to talk about how they're doing that. So let's go ahead and start really quick. The first one I thought was really, really cool. Somebody got a ClickFunnels shirt, and they were thanking Russell for it. So Joshua Bahol, this is cool. How many of you guys have this shirt, by the way? Let us know in the comments. How many of you guys have this? This is a really, really cool shirt. It's a brand new shirt. The world's about to be flooded with a shirt because it's free, meaning all of you can get access. And this is really, really cool. So how do you get access? Well, should we show them, Susan? I think we should show them.
Yeah, let's do it, because it's you may have found it already if you have registered for One Funnel OA Challenge. Yep, Donnie, he's right on the nose with that. He got it with the OFA Challenge because, Ben's got it pulled up. When you come in, you've got pre-week. So you can register for One Funnel Away right now. I think the link is pinned in the comments, at least on Facebook it is.
Yep.
And when you come into the pre-week, it's one of the steps.
It's the very
on
first
day one?
step. Yeah, the very first step on day one. Russell's going to talk about the importance of like what's going to happen over the next little while, what you can do step by step. And then you are able to download the workbook so you can see what's happening. You can get your free t-shirt. You can upgrade to VIPs to get coaching. So One Funnel Away is free. And all you have to do is say, you know what? Yes, I do want that shirt. You can come over here and it will walk you through the steps in order to unlock your shirt. This is a very short video. It's nice and simple, and it's going to be slick, and you want to pay attention to it. So make sure that you come over here, watch the video, and unlock your free t-shirt, plus thousands of designs, plus the One Funnel Away challenge. This is all available for you guys. Just go to onefunnelaway.com, and you guys can get a free t-shirt if you have not already. So congratulations to there we go, to Joshua. It's a beautiful shirt. Yeah. Absolutely love it. Way to swag it. Thank you for sharing. Everybody go grab yours because they're free.
Amazing. Right. Oh my gosh, the gifts just keep coming. So far, we're giving away our own free t-shirt with Trivia and Treasures. Instagram's giving away a trilogy. Go check out ClickFunnels Instagram. We talked about that earlier. They're giving away a signed trilogy book set from Russell. And you can go get a free t-shirt just by doing the One Funnel Away free t-shirt exercise. So good. Okay, but we have more because a lot of you have been taking a lot of action. So we wanted to highlight Mildred. Here's one who just bought the .com Secrets book. They hear it's a life changer. They're diving into it. So we're really excited to see everybody that is just taking that action and diving in. We also have Parag, who just got the trilogy. He purchased it. You guys can go get a signed copy, Instagram. And he said, it's funny. I really liked your post, Parag. You're like, I'm not a fan of reading. But after hearing advice from many successful people, it's a common theme to read books. Like, okay, if we're going to hack people, let's hack the people that are successful and do what they do. And one of the things that they do is they read books. So he took that note and he is running with it. And so he's diving into the trilogy set with Russell. And then one other book buyer is Steven, and he got his linchpin book, which is awesome. And it's like, so I don't know if you've thought about this, Ben, but it's something that we talk about in my own community a lot of like, okay, if we could rearrange the order of all of Russell's books, what order would we put them in? But no matter what order you think they go in, bottom line is that the trilogy set and linchpin are like, you got to have them. If you don't have your linchpin book, you can get one at linchpinbook.com.
You can't just open that and leave it. Would you throw linchpin in first?
Do we need to debate it? Okay.
No, like I have my list. Like I know exactly the list I want, but what would you do?
Ours, okay, so what we kind of decided this in our community. We debated it for a good like 30-40 minutes.
Yes.
What we ultimately all came to a consensus on is it goes .com Secrets, half of Expert Secrets, linchpin, the rest of Expert Secrets, then Traffic Secrets. Because you got to have the foundation of what is a funnel from .com Secrets. And you got to know what's possible there. But then you have to know, like, you got to start into Expert Secrets, right? You got to know what is your, like, what is the expertise you're putting in? What are you going to sell? How you got to create, all the movement steps that Russell walks us through.
Yep.
But then before you start into the rest of it, you got to insert that linchpin, because the linchpin is the guide in how to start building and packaging and turning it into products, and what funnels do I need to go build now? So yeah, I'm sure that can be debated further, but that's kind of where we've landed on it.
I may agree, I may disagree. All right, that's interesting.
Okay, .com first. Yes, Justin's definitely. Yep. Can always listen to Russell's books.
No. Okay, so reading versus implementation. Yeah. I would change it if I was talking about implementation, but that's interesting.
Okay. Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know. Tell us your thoughts on that, because I would love to dive into that more. Tell us if
Uh,
you've got an opinion of which order would you read the books
no,
in
I think
and
so.
implement the
Okay,
books.
so .com secrets. Let's just talk about this for a second because I'm going to be a
Let's
nerd.
just do it.
So .com secrets. I've been marking it up because I'm crazy. Section number 1 is like, this is the must read. Like section number 1 is what is the strategy around funnels, and I think everyone should read section number 1, but then you need to stop. So read section number 1, understand the ideas, put it down. Number 2, you go to expert secrets, and in expert secrets, you figure out how to then craft your movement and start creating belief. So you need to understand these because you're going to now practice it. That's sections 1 and 2 of this. Next, you need to go and just understand the basics and like try to follow one of these. So I would come in here and I would choose one of these that you think are going to work for you in section or 2. So choose one of these in section 2 and start implementing that. Then at that point, linchpin, and then fill up all the rest. So now it's like, okay, now linchpin. Oh, I'm supposed to build this type of funnel. Go to .com secrets and learn that specific funnel. Go here, learn how to actually use the script in order to sell, and then actually ramp up everything with Dream 100. So like that's my nerddom right there.
There's oh my gosh. Okay, we'll have to off FHTV. We're gonna have to dive into this because that's so fascinating that we have come to different conclusions. Okay. Oh, we got to know more opinions. Share it in the comments, please. Okay, well, we'll move on. We're gonna move on. So the next thing we wanted to talk about. Okay, there's you may know user spotlights. Laura Demetrius does these amazing interviews with funnel hackers like you. And so we wanted to highlight the latest one. It literally just got published like less than an hour ago, or maybe an hour ago. And this is D Green. And I listened to this one this morning, and he's just got such an awesome story. Where he went from, the story is like he literally was poor, broke, didn't have anything to his name. And then he went from that to, you can see on the the captions there, but he went to being able to fly his girlfriend to Paris to propose to her and then get married. So like he used the stuff that he learned. He walks through the story of like how he arrived there, his mentors along the way, and ultimately got into 2CCX and how that even escalated things even further. So definitely go listen to this one. It's a good one. It's not very long at all. You can listen to it while you're doing a task today. And then go check out all the others too. They're so inspiring. It's like, oh, sometimes you just need to know what's possible, and you need to hear others talk about it, about what they've been able to accomplish. It's always, I always have this stuck in my head. We're going on a bit of a tangent, but if you guys have ever seen, if you've seen the new Top Gun movie, Maverick, and all of the, okay, it's been out long enough, I can spoil it a little bit, right? Where all of their mission is to do this crazy, seemingly impossible mission. And so Maverick, Tom Cruise, he's brought in to teach the guys and gals how, like, train them to be able to accomplish this real life mission. And they're just struggling. They cannot do it. They're struggling. They're like, this is impossible. This can't be done. We're all going to die. And he was getting kicked off of the mission. And he's like, no. And he just kind of like steals the jet and then goes and does it. He's like, I just need to show him it's possible. So he doesn't do the full mission, but he does the training. Like he does the simulation in a real jet, right? He goes and he does it, and he does it in the less time than it was supposed to be taking the rest of them that they couldn't do. And then after that, they were able to do it and accomplish the mission. It's like sometimes you just need to know what's possible, and you just need to see that someone else has done it before. It's so good, right? I love that movie for that like lesson. Okay, speaking of what's possible, the next thing that we wanted to talk about is, let's pull up the post for celebrating the newly certified funnel builders. So this was just posted yesterday, and the list of newly certified, you can see their names, you can see what they've been certified in, and they have received certifications, and we are celebrating them with this post. Go and congratulate them in the comments if you'd like to, but we wanted to make sure that that didn't get missed. Again, it's possible. What is possible? You guys can do this. I seem to be having computer issues.
Yeah, and these are not simple certifications. This takes some work. So it's pretty crazy.
So good. Okay. I don't know if you can still hear me, Ben, but my computer is freaking out. So if you want to take over for a
No,
second.
we're good. Cool. I got it. All right. So on top of like that, we wanted to talk about somebody who's actually been super instrumental inside of the certification program, and that is Greg Dawkins. Greg actually jumped on ClickFunnels Radio with Laura Demetrius and with Chris Cameron, and he was able to talk through the whole process. I love his setup. It looks great. He's got 2 comical board on one side. You got the certification on the other. He's got the belt for winning. Like, so he talks about what it is to be certified, like what the process is, how it all works, and tells about a little bit about his story. And so this is really, really valuable. If you guys want to listen to it, maybe go listen to it and then go over to Instagram and tell everybody that you're subscribed to the podcast so you can win the full-on Secrets Trilogy signed by Russell Brunson himself. You can do that, or you can go over to YouTube. You can listen and just, watch and listen and, don't win. But I would recommend definitely subscribe. I definitely try to get in on that. So really cool stuff. And Greg, spectacular. Love being able to highlight you, man. You do so much for everybody that I don't think anybody sees. He is always busy and always trying to figure out a way that they can over deliver for those people who are in the certification program and those who are trying to get certified, trying to get work, all of that. Like, there is not a program on the face of the earth that's like the certification program. I don't want to hype it up because it's hypey. But the amount of value that's provided there, I haven't seen anywhere else, and that's saying something. This is a staggeringly amazing opportunity and training and certification program. And you've seen what has happened for the funnel games and all the rest. It is a great program. Highly recommend it. If you're looking for a funnel builder, definitely go see who's certified at funnelbuilder.com and go listen to Greg. This is an absolutely awesome podcast episode.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. All right. We've held our mouths, our tongues long enough. Let's get to the 2.0 moment. And let's go over some of the ClickFunnels 2.0 updates. This just dropped this morning.
Yes.
There's a whole long, let me go ahead and share my screen. Sorry. Oh, you've got it. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. There's a whole long list of things that they have been working on, and they are announcing that they have updated. And we're going to dive into a few of them, but you can get to this. If you want to show them, how do you get to this list real quick?
Absolutely. So if you guys
want to go check out the entire list. Yeah.
So if you go to clickfunnels.com/pulse, all right, you're going to be able to see all the updates that have been happening inside of ClickFunnels, plus anytime that Russell goes live in order to talk about them. And if you come over to the feature requests page right here, it's going to open up all the feature requests. So if you want a transfer tool to transfer ClickFunnels Classic over to ClickFunnels 2.0, you want to transfer your funnels, you want to organize things, this is where you tell everybody what you want in 2.0. And we take that and we say, you know what? We're doing this, definitely in progress, or this is planned. We'll take that step by step. You can see the roadmap of where we're taking all of these different things that you've suggested, what's under review, what is planned, what is being built right now in progress. And you can see over here the change log. This is everything that's happened. So I can minimize these and we can scroll through. We've talked about these in the past. You've talked about community moderation and how it's been simplified. We've talked about how to create a share funnel that now has a calendar deadline connected to it in order to be able to make your events and your templates even more powerful for people. How do you use AI now inside of ClickFunnels? How do you do all these different things? So we break all of these apart. This latest one, though, there's a slew of different things in here. And so we want to highlight a couple of really cool things in here. I've got one in here that I feel like needs to be its own feature. Susan's found a couple of these that she's going to walk through. So let's start with Susan really quick because I'm.
Yeah. All right. I wasn't prepared a little bit before. So we got my screen. Okay. So this is now, okay. A couple of ones that I wanted to walk through are about, we're going to try to find it in this list here. So the enhanced role selection for collaborators. So did you know that you can be adding team members and collaborators to your workspaces? What they did is they just made it a little bit easier to control their roles. So I have mine pulled up here. What they've added is when you go to your settings when you're in your workspace, and then you go to collaborators, and then you can add new collaborators, which we've been able to do. And we can now choose like the levels really simply right here, where it's like, well, I only want this person to this is my billing person. I just want them to have access to payments AI and see the billing information. Or I have a marketing person that writes all the emails, they really only need access to the marketing section, so they can just get into there. Or my funnel builder, who can access the funnel building area, contacts, courses, blogs, sites, funnels, workflows, workspaces, products, orders, and teams, like everything that's needed for the funnel builder, which is a little bit more. Affiliate manager is not quite ready yet, I don't think, but customer support, it just gives them these different levels and access to different areas. Or if you're just like, I just need somebody to be able to look at stuff and they don't really need to change anything, or full administrator view. So you are able to set these at a workspace level. So if you have multiple workspaces that you are working in, and you're like, I only need somebody in this specific workspace, I don't need them in my other one, then this is where you make that happen. Settings in the workspace and add a new collaborator. And then they won't have access to your other workspaces. So that's one of them. And then the other one that I wanted to highlight is a couple of community updates. So let's see, let's jump over to this tab. Okay. Donnie is one of our awesome viewers of FunnelHacker TV, so I hope he doesn't mind. He's being highlighted today in my community. Hey. Yes. So I think this is what the update is that when you're in the community as the admin, it's easy to approve and decline right here in the community. You don't have to go out to like the community dashboard and go into like the unmoderated posts. They've added these buttons so that you're inside of where the posts are at, and you get to approve and decline right here. The other thing that I wanted to highlight, which is another update on that list, is that if you click on somebody's name, and I'm going to click on mine, it opens up this little side panel and it gives you the information that they have filled out in their community profile. So if they don't have their community profile created, this will be blank. But if they do, it's a quick look at their stuff. So anybody in the community can click on anybody and get like a quick overview of like, oh, okay, this is this person. This is where I could find them on Facebook if I wanted to connect with them there. This is their site. There's a little bio about them. And the way that you go edit your community profile is, you see when I clicked on my name, it opened it up. There's this my profile and there's this little edit profile setting like icon right here. And that takes you over to this where you can, if you haven't set it up yet, there's a button right here that says like set it up or add whatever to it. And then if you have, you can click manage account and make some edits to it. So there's place for all the social links you could stick in there. One person in our community, I was looking at them, they had like 10 different things connected. I'm like, awesome, this person found it. So that is really, really cool. Make sure if you're using community, make sure your people know to do that so they can be taking advantage of that space and be able to connect with each other further. And then I have, I think, one more thing, but I'm going, one second. Can we pull my, there we go. I don't know what this tab is. So okay, it's that one. Nope, I think that was it. I forgot what my other tab was on here. Okay, so that was what I wanted to highlight. And there's tons of other things on there, though. Check it out. And then, Ben, you have one that you're really excited about that I am excited to learn more about.
I'm ridiculously excited. Okay, not those ones. There we go. Okay, so over on this page here really quick. So down in here, hidden over here, we have fixed smart, oh no, here it is, streamlined order bump selection. You see that right there? Maybe a little small. Do you know what this is? Let's read this. Enjoy hassle-free selection of order bumps in smart checkout OTO mode. Well, I was like, wait a second. So I went and I clarified this, and I'm like, there's no way. Sure enough. Okay, so if you have a funnel, like we all know that you've got a funnel, you can add an order bump to your first page, right? So if I'm selling the .com Secrets audiobook, I can add an order bump for, I don't know, let's go ahead and just throw in one of Dan Kennedy's books. Okay, so they can do that, and I can just drag and drop this, and now that's an order bump. Ta-da! Congratulations. I have an order bump now on this page. In my upsells, I can have order bumps as well. I don't know if you guys remember this. .com Secrets, when Traffic Secrets came out, they redesigned all of the different books funnels. So that way, all of them had a very specific new upsell number 2. And in upsell, or upsell number 1. So you buy the book. It's like, congratulations, great. You go to the next page and it's like, did you want to add? Do you want to buy this one training? You're like, yes, I want to buy it. Or it was the books. Do you want to get the whole trilogy? And you want to get the whole trilogy added? It's like, it was and you added in the trilogy and said, oh, by the way, did you want to try one funnel away at the same time? And it was an order bump in the upsell. And I remember the amount of coding that was required to make that work, and like understanding Jamie Smith's CF Pro tools, and you need to make sure this script works and it's using this product. And it was just utter madness. Now, all you have to do is click on this and say, you know what? I want to add a new product. It's the exact same format. You're like, you know what? We're going to add in a water bottle. So I'm going to take this water bottle, and it's now going to be an order bump in my upsell.
What? That's crazy. Oh my gosh, the opportunities.
This plays into the trivia and treasures today. The whole point of this is to increase your cart value, because whoever can to wins. To get a customer wins. It's all about this. And so, guys, if you haven't answered the trivia and treasure, let's do that really quick. But make sure, like, you can add order bumps to your upsells now. Use this wisely. You don't want to have 74 different upsells, and just the same way, you want to make sure that your upsells are clean and they make sense. So you can add multiple upsells with 2.0. So I could add multiple different upsells. Let's go ahead and add another upsell really quick, just for the sake of it. You know what? We're going to give them 3 additional t-shirts. Oh, I already have that. We're going to give the Arctic Cool deodorant. We're going to do that. And that's now going to be an order bump. Okay. You can add multiple order bumps here. My suggestion, keep it simple. I think what we did originally is we had the book. We had 2 order bumps originally on the book funnel. You guys can actually go see this at .com secrets or traffic secrets or expertsecrets.com. You can go and buy the book. You have 2 order bumps on the book. And then when you purchase, you can see that there are order bumps on this. So we would sell the full trilogy, and then we would sell One Funnel Away challenge once upon a time. We don't do that anymore, because now One Funnel Away is connected to ClickFunnels. When you get a ClickFunnels account, it's free. All you have to do is go to onefunnelaway.com and get that. But it'd be really interesting to see if they put it inside of the new user flow. But right now, upsells are totally upgraded. You can now add order bumps, which is going to let you, I'm going to pull up the trivia and treasure question one more time. Definitely help you, A, create the most offers, B, build the biggest email list, C, hire the right team, or D, spend the most money to acquire a customer and a win. So make sure that you've answered that question down below, A, B, C, or D, because we're about to reveal what that is, because, oh, by golly. 2.0 has just made it that much easier. So if it hasn't been spectacular already, we're making it better and better and better and better. At this point, the really coolest things are now little bullet points in large updates. So make sure that you guys are taking action.
That's so easy to miss too. It's like, I know, I was reading through the list. I'm like, okay. And I'm pulling out things that like meant something to me, because it's something that I was struggling with before or whatever. And Ben's like, we got to highlight this one. I'm like, I didn't even know what that one was. It's so cool though. Okay, so definitely make sure you've put your answer into the comments. We'll do that in just a minute. Before we do the winner and the answer and the winner for trivia and treasures, let's one more time pull up the giveaway, the ClickFunnels radio giveaway. Sorry about that.
ClickFunnels radio giveaway.
Hesitating on my words. Yeah.
Here we are.
Let's remind everybody what's going on over Instagram. So if you go to the ClickFunnels Instagram account, subscribe there, and then find this post. And then what are the steps? Comment on the post.
Tag a friend. Say, oh my gosh, they're doing a giveaway. Did you want ClickFunnels? Tag it. Tag the friend. Okay. Let them know. The comment can just be, oh my gosh, I just let tag Susan know. Boom. Okay. Comment. And then make sure to go and actually subscribe to the ClickFunnels Radio podcast. Go and listen to what Greg dropped, because there was some awesome gold there. There's constant stuff being dropped every single week. And then we will announce who the winner is. Just as a note, we will be verifying that you are signed up to the podcast when you win. So we're going to reach out to you like, look, make sure you send us a screenshot to show that you are subscribed to the podcast. It's the only way you can win. So go to Instagram, follow the steps, and you guys can win that. Number 2, we just had somebody who just took action and went and got their shirt from the One Funnel Away. Congratulations. Let's go ahead and give away the other shirt now with trivia and treasures. The question was, whoever can blink to acquire the most customer wins. Susan, I know you've been dying to give the answer on this one. So
how do you say that sentence without giving the answer away?
How do you say?
All right. The answer is, I'm watching comments. I'm making sure you guys have gotten your last minute comments in. Okay. The answer is whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. And that comes from Dan Kennedy, right?
And
That
let's
is
explain
who,
that really
yeah.
quick, just in case someone like this is the first time you've heard that, that might be a little weird to you. Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. If you're competing against anybody else, and you're wanting to be able to grab as much attention as possible, the goal here is to be able to outspend them. If you can outspend your competitors, you win because you are able to make far more noise than they are. You have more resources than they will ever have. So the question becomes, how do we make that possible? And the answer is you build a funnel and you increase your average cart value by adding an upsell and a secondary upsell, by doing a webinar that then builds out the interest and then has them purchase something that's a little more higher ticket, or doing a high ticket funnel. It's all about having a customer spend the most money with you. Whoever can control that will win. And when it becomes difficult to be able to scale your business, the question becomes, how do you build it in order to do that? Did I freeze up?
Nope, it was me. You're good.
Okay, cool. I saw that you froze. I just want to make sure we're good. Okay, so
Having computer problems.
All right.
Yep.
So shall we give away a shirt now?
Yes. All right. I've got all of you who I saw put in the comments the correct answer before we revealed the answer. A couple of you came in, it looked like right after we revealed the answer. So I don't have you on the list, but go get a free t-shirt from the OFA challenge and go to get the Trilogy Secrets, the Trilogy books, which, by the way, we failed to mention that Instagram giveaway. They're signed Trilogy books. Russell has signed the books. They're, so if you already have the books, go try to get them anyway because they're signed. People would love to have those. Okay. All right. I do have our wheel of names, and we've got quite a few people that jumped in. I didn't actually see any wrong answers. I think everybody knew this one, which is awesome. It means you guys know your stuff. Let's see right here. Okay, here we go. Here's our wheel of names.
Wheel of winners.
Spin, spin, spin.
Here we go.
And then if you are the winner, we'll just make sure we've communicated. Oh, just in. Bill Gordon. Bill Gordon, I think you are watching over on Facebook. Yep, Facebook. So. Let's see. Reach out to me or Ben. If you don't hear from one of us, we'll get you set up with that free t-shirt and get it sent your way. You get another t-shirt.
Another t-shirt once. We'll be asking for size and for shipping and all that stuff just to make sure it's all good to go. Congratulations. So excited for you. Guys, there is so much happening and the Christmas season is right around the corner. So we're going to be doing a bunch of just fun stuff next week. So if you guys have time and you're like, this is that time to be able to start to imagine where you want to take your business in 2024. This isn't exactly the time where we start writing down what we want, all of our different, where we start doing resolutions. This is that time to percolate and say, what if? What if? What if? What if? So as you begin to enjoy the holiday season, you get to take that break. You get to have that breather. In that breathing time while you're sitting around with family, friends, opening presents, or just having some quiet time to yourself that you choose to have, standing outside looking at the stars, whatever that magical moment is for you, ask yourself, what is it that you want for Christmas next year? And how do we make that possible? We're going to be able to help you guys next week, some really cool episodes in order to help you do that. And as always, if you guys are not signed up for everything that happens, make sure that you text FHTV to 208-231-3797 or go to FunnelHacker.tv to get all the updates there. We are so excited to have you guys. Susan and Christian, you guys were spectacular today. Thank you. We have some really good stuff for you for this week and next week. And until then, if we don't see you guys, have a very Merry Christmas.
My name is Russell Brunson, and I'm part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We don't rely on cash from venture capitalists to get started, and we don't even have goals to go public either. In fact, our motivation is the exact opposite. You see, we have products and services and things that we know change people's lives. But because we're fighting against the big brands, people with literally unlimited budgets, we have to do things differently. We have to do things smarter. We don't have financial safety nets because every test we take is with our own money. We have to be profitable from day number one. So how do we do that? How is that even possible? If you ask the MBAs or look at your college textbooks, They will tell you that what we are doing is impossible, yet it's happening every single day. And it's happening through an art and a science that we call funnel hacking. It's not really something that I can explain to you, it's something I have to show you. These stories are a glimpse of entrepreneurs just like you who have a dream and a vision who want to change the world in their own little way. I use the funnel hacking process to help make their dreams become a reality. Yes, we are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.